Welcome back to the channel, Top Coin, coin lovers, treasure hunters, and curious minds. If you've ever reached into your pocket and pulled out a shiny 2 pence coin, you probably didn't think twice. But what if I told you that a certain 2015 2 pence coin might just be worth more than its face value? Yes, today, we're diving deep into the story of the 2015 UK 2p coin, its fascinating history, potential hidden value, and whether it's worth a fortune today. So stick around, because you might just be sitting on a tiny treasure. To understand why the 2015 2 pence coin might be special, let's first take a journey back in time to the birth of the 2p coin itself. Introduced in 1971 during the decimalization of British currency, the 2 pence coin was part of a radical transformation. The old pounds, shillings, and pence system was replaced by a more straightforward decimal system, and along came the 2p, a small copper-plated coin that quickly became a household item in Britain. The original coins were made of bronze and featured the crown portcullis design, a symbol historically associated with the British Parliament. Over time, however, the design changed. By 2008, a major redesign was introduced to the entire coinage of the United Kingdom, including the 2p. The new design was part of a larger image, the royal shield, which, when pieced together with other coins, formed a complete heraldic shield. But our story today isn't just about history. It's about a particular year, a particular coin. The 2015 2 pence. On the surface, the 2015 2 pence coin doesn't seem all that unique. It features the same royal shield design introduced in 2008. It has the familiar copper-plated steel composition, which replaced the original bronze in 1992. So, what's the big deal? Here's where things get interesting. Some 2015 2p coins were struck with an error. Specifically, a few were accidentally minted with the old New Pence inscription instead of the 2 pence label. That's right, a blast from the past. Normally, since 1982, the reverse of the 2p coin reads 2 pence. But due to a rare mix-up, some 2015 coins were released with the 1971-style New Pence wording. These are not just errors. They are incredibly rare anomalies that collectors are desperately hunting for. In the coin collecting world, errors and anomalies are like gold dust. Misprints, off-center strikes, double-die errors, all of these can increase a coin's value significantly. And the 2015 2p error is no exception. What makes this error particularly special is that it's not just a visual slip-up, it's a nod to history, a mix-up that brings the old and new together in one tiny coin. Collectors refer to this as a transitional error, a coin that blends two different design standards. And because the Royal Mint only produces coins with such errors very rarely, often by accident, these pieces become hot items on the secondary market. So, let's get to the big question. If you have a 2015 2 pence coin, how much could it be worth? Now, let's be clear, the majority of 2015 2p coins are only worth face value, 2 pence. But those rare New Pence variants? They could fetch you upwards of £500 or even more depending on the condition, rarity, and buyer interest. Yes, £500 or more for a 2 pence coin. Not bad for something you might find in your loose change jar. In 2020, reports surfaced of collectors paying hundreds for a single error 2p coin. Some online marketplaces listed them for prices ranging from £250 to over £1,000, although whether they sold at that price is a different matter. Still, the hype around this coin is very real. You might be wondering right now, do I have one of these rare coins? Here's how to check. Step 1. Take a close look at the reverse of your 2015 2p coin. If it says 2 pence, it's standard. But if it says New Pence, congratulations, you might just have a highly sought-after collector's item. Step 2. Examine the condition. Like any collectible, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that have never been circulated or have minimal wear fetch significantly more. Step 3. Get it verified. Take it to a reputable coin dealer or send it to a professional grading service. Verification adds legitimacy and can skyrocket the value. As of 2025, the coin collecting market remains strong. Rare British coins are in high demand, especially those with historic errors or anomalies. Online auction sites, coin fairs, and social media groups are buzzing with interest in these coins. Interestingly, inflation and the rising price of metal have added even more curiosity to older coinage. Although modern 2p coins are copper-plated steel, older versions were solid bronze, and those too are becoming increasingly collectible. But it's the story and rarity that drives the value of coins like the 2015 era 2p. Coin collectors love a good mystery. And few things spark curiosity more than a modern coin carrying a historic misprint. So, the next time you receive change, don't just toss your coins into a drawer. Take a moment. Look closely. Because that humble 2p coin from 2015 could be worth far more than you think. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started, keeping an eye out for rare coins can be more than a hobby. It might just be a little investment in your future. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Do you own a 2015 New Pence 2p? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and fellow treasure hunters. You never know who might have a small fortune in their pocket. Today's video is going to be absolutely fascinating, especially if you're a coin collector, a curious historian, or just someone who's ever held a copper coin in their hand and wondered if it might be worth more than just 2p. We're diving deep into the story of the 2021 2p coin from the United Kingdom. A humble little coin that might just be worth a lot more than you think. You're going to learn about its history, design, mintage, errors, collector value, and the current market price. And trust me, some of these coins have shocked even seasoned collectors with their unexpected worth. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's explore the world behind the 2021 2p coin. Let's rewind the clock a little bit before we talk specifically about the 2021 version. The 2p coin, often written as 2p, was introduced into British currency in 1971 during decimalisation, a huge shift in the British currency system where old pounds, shillings, and pence were replaced with a simpler decimal system. Originally made from bronze, the coin carried the words New Pence to indicate the change in the currency system. That changed in 1982 when the text was switched to simply 2p. And from 1992 onward, due to rising metal costs, the coin's composition was changed from bronze to copper-plated steel. Yes, it still looks like a copper coin, but the core is steel, and it's magnetic. Now, let's look at the design of this coin. The reverse, that's the tails side, features the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, with the motto Ich diene, which means I serve in German. It's a regal and symbolic design that has appeared on the coin since its launch. The obverse, or the head side, shows the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, which is also a major factor in coin collecting. Why? Because over the decades, the Queen's portrait changed as she aged, and some collectors are after coins from each portrait era. On the 2021 version, you'll see the 5th definitive portrait, designed by Jody Clark, which was first introduced in 2015. This one is distinctive for being the first portrait created by a royal mint engraver in over a century, and it's also known for its remarkable detail and realism. Now we get to the heart of the matter. The 2021 2p coin. At first glance, it might not look all that different from the coins that came before it. It has the same color, the same weight, the same design. So why are people suddenly paying attention to this little copper-colored coin from 2021? Here's the thing. Mintage figures, the number of coins produced in any given year, can make or break a coin's value. And the 2021 2p has caught the eyes of collectors for a few key reasons. First, it was not released into general circulation in large numbers. In fact, for many people, it's very difficult to find a 2021 dated 2p in their change. That's because during the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond, coin production slowed down dramatically. Cash usage plummeted as more people switched to card payments, contactless, and online transactions. This resulted in very low demand for new coinage, which meant the Royal Mint only produced new coins in small numbers. For some denominations, the 2021 issues were only available in mint sets, specially packaged collections intended for collectors rather than general use. That scarcity factor is huge in the world of numismatics. If a coin wasn't widely circulated, and if only a few thousand or even tens of thousands were made, then collectors scrambled to get their hands on them. Now let's talk about the numbers and what makes the 2021 2p coin so intriguing. As of the latest data, the Royal Mint has not confirmed the exact number of 2021 2p coins released into circulation. However, early reports and collector experience suggest that very few, if any, have entered regular pocket change. The majority seem to have been produced for collector sets only. That alone makes it a key date coin, one that collectors need to complete their modern 2p collections. On top of that, some people have reported finding errors on 2021 2p coins. These include misaligned strikes, off-center images, and doubling. While these are rare, They do happen from time to time, and error coins can fetch high prices, especially if the coin is already scarce. Alright, let's get to what everyone wants to know. What is the 2021 2 pence coin actually worth? If you happen to have one of these coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one from a Royal Mint collector's set, you could be sitting on a small treasure. Currently, on online marketplaces like eBay and numismatic auction sites, the 2021 2 pence coin has been seen selling anywhere from £1.50 to over £10 for a single uncirculated coin. That's up to 500 times its face value. If the coin is part of a sealed mint pack or comes with a certificate of authenticity from the Royal Mint, it can fetch even higher prices. Error coins are extremely high-grade versions, such as those graded by companies like NGC or PCGS, can potentially command even more. While these are rare, they do appear occasionally and are snapped up quickly by keen-eyed collectors. And here's the key: prices are rising as more people discover that the 2021 2p is harder to find than most. As demand grows and the supply remains limited, this coin could very well increase in value over the coming years. So, what should you do if you have a 2021 2 pence coin? First, check its condition. If it's scratched or damaged, it won't fetch as high a price, but it may still be worth more than face value. If it's in mint condition or appears uncirculated, you should consider storing it safely in a coin capsule or protective sleeve. Second, look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for misprints, doubling of letters or numbers, and misalignments. Third, research recent sales online to see what similar coins are selling for. You can use platforms like eBay, NUMISMATICS, or UK coin forums. And finally, don't spend it just yet. Even if you don't plan on selling it immediately, this coin might be worth holding on to. Its value could increase significantly over time, especially if mintage numbers remain low or the coin becomes widely recognized as a rarity. So, there you have it. The fascinating story of the 2021 2 pence coin from the United Kingdom. From its royal design and changing composition to its surprising scarcity and growing collector demand, this little coin is proof that sometimes the smallest change can hold the biggest stories. If you've got one of these coins in your collection or in your wallet, you might just be holding on to something that's worth more than you ever imagined. And if you're a coin collector, now is the time to hunt one down. Who knows? The 2021 2p could become one of the key dates in modern UK coinage. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures, and drop a comment below telling us if you found any rare coins in your change. Until next time, keep checking your pockets because treasure could be closer than you think.